It's a beautiful day on the farm. It's a very bright day, and it's a very sunny day. Spring is underway. But I can tell you here in sunny Florida, it seems like summer. We're hitting 93 degrees today. Yep, it's a warm one, so it is. But that's the way it goes. And I'm really congested right now for some reason. I don't know, you think the pollen was flying all over the place, but that is, whew, that congestion's killing me these days. Gotta figure that out. Anyway, today, where am I bringing you? Or what am I going to do today? Well, I've been talking about it on and off a few times. Today, they are egrets. They're egrets. Egrets hang around the cows because the cows pick up the bugs from the field and they eat them. So that's what they do. So where am I bringing you today? I talked about it before. But today is the big day. And that is we go into the garden. I've been meaning to bring you guys here to the garden for some time now. And I've been holding off because I wanted the garden to be somewhat mature. And I'm looking at the garden right now and we're getting to the place where we're actually peaking. So think about that for a second. Most of you folks that may be listening to this are going to be somewhere other than Florida. And yet we have had our garden now going on 90 days and we're getting to peak. By the end of May, we've pretty much wrapped up our gardening and we'll turn it into a rest period for the summer. We could grow some vegetables, but we're not going to do that this year. So I'm going to go through what we have here and what we've been successful with this year. And it's quite an exciting bounty we have. So first, here we have squash. And it's growing rather well. Let's look in here. See what we've got. Oh yeah, look at that. Nice. Squash there. Flowers are growing. We have abundance. It's growing very well. The flowers have sort of all shriveled up and died. Not died, but are closing. It's getting pretty warm. Here's a good example of that. See the flowers all closed up? They'll do that during the hot time of the day. That's where we are right now. The squash doing very well. We've already harvested from the squash, had it in salads and what have you. Very, very good. Now also we're growing lettuce, so I want to show you what happens to our lettuce here. And one of the reasons we sort of like mix it in with big leaf plants. Now if you notice above me here, we have what we call the screen. This whole garden area is covered with, this is around 40% shade. And even with the shade, if you look at this lettuce here, you can see how it's sort of wilty and sort of droopy. It just doesn't like that intense heat. Florida kicks it out. So what we do here is we throw it in with our squash. And the squash, of course, with the bigger leaf is absorbing a lot of the heat, which it loves, and it helps out with the lettuce. So that's what we do there. You see that's doing rather well, that lettuce. Versus this stuff here, it's all droopy. We got a lot of things mixed in here. We got beans mixed in there. I see beans here. This here are our potatoes. And as you can see, they're beginning to basically die off, deteriorate. They're ready for picking and are close. And you can see what's popping up above us, right there, and over there, sweet potatoes. So we're going to be harvesting these potatoes here shortly. I'll be cutting these heads off. We'll be composting that, and then we will let the potatoes sit for about another week maybe, and then we'll harvest. And in between here, of course, we've got the beans. We harvested some beans yesterday. Very, very tasty actually. We got one right there. These beans are good. Fresh. Can't beat it. Weeds beginning to take over a little bit. Well, we're going to be addressing that this evening. And how are we going to do that? This is what we do. We bring the cardboard in. Now what's going to happen here with this cardboard is eventually we're going to cover this with a compost. In actual fact, the whole entire garden will be covered with cardboard, and then we will cover with compost, and the garden will rest for the remainder of the summer. I think I've already mentioned that to you. So this is the next day. I wanted to get this bit of video because I laid this down this morning actually. But Oksana has been a busy girl. Let me show you what she did. She harvested the onions. And there's the bounty. That's a lot of onions. This is a plant that does very well. And it will continue to do well throughout the summer, as long as we maintain it. However, once we get to that point of wanting to cover the ground, it will be taken up. Look at all those flowers, my gosh. Cucumbers, right? Look at all those cucumbers. Doing very well. Here we have a small patch of carrots. Doing very well, actually. We'll sit there for a while longer. See there, some tomatoes growing nicely. More up the vine. I need to work on that vine a little bit. More tomatoes there. Ripening on the vine. So we have a slight distraction away from the garden for a moment. And what I was showing you there, we have to palpate some of our girls. I have a friend of mine come over, Diane, and we are going to do palpating. What is palpating? Palpating is checking the cow to see if she is pregnant. And that's what we're going to do now. So a little distraction, we're going to go off and do that, and then we'll be back to the garden. So check it out. So Diane's always actually showing me how to do this because she knows. So she says, "Are you going to do it?" And I say no. Well, let me tell you, I've seen a disgusted look on a woman's face. I'm blubbing up real rapidly because I was like, "You're not going to do that?" Yes, you are doing this. Okay, so we get the lubrication. Yep. Hey, Daisy May.
Then go all the way.
Okay, here we go, girl.
And then you go down. You try to put your hand down, and you.
Okay, Daisy. It's okay, Daisy May. It's okay. Okay. Into the uterus, right? Oh, not the uterus, or the poop, yeah. The poop channel there. Yeah. You gotta push through, right?
She'll tighten up and then you keep going in.
Okay, I'm in now. Really, Daisy May? She just tooted on me. Now, I don't feel anything there at all. It's just a... Ooh! She's squeezing. Ooh! Daisy May.
She'll squeeze you. Let her relax a little bit and then...
I mean, I just feel... She was like Lily, or whatever her name is. Amy, she was a lot more open in that area.
Yeah.
Not as tight.
Yeah,
I see the difference. This is all tight. Let's open up. And
yeah, if you go like this, you can just go left and right, left and right.
Yeah, I see. Okay.
Yeah, she's open.
Okay, there we go. Okay, that's how you do it, folks. She's open. And she doesn't seem to mind, because she is getting a belly full. And as long as they have a belly full, they're good. Now we do line our bed here with gladioli, and they're beginning to flower. Well, shoot up the stems anyway. And here, drop. This one has collapsed on me. I gotta help it up a little bit. But those blooms will be popping shortly. That's pretty much our garden. A lot of vegetable activity going on. And we're quite pleased with the outcome so far. We also had this lily come up. This is a beautiful thing. I love this. You lift the thing, the leaf, and you see the bounty. Beautiful little tomatoes. Gorgeous. There's nothing more delicious in my mind anyway than picking fresh tomatoes off the vine. No chemicals, no fertilizer. Pop them right in your mouth. Absolutely delicious. Oh, the explosion of flavor from the beginning to the end. Nothing like it on earth. You know, when you have that sun and that heat when it begins to build, it amazes me how things grow. There you go, that's better. That banana tree there, and that banana tree there. It doesn't look like much now, but about 3 weeks ago, it certainly didn't look like anything. They had frozen, because we had a few freezes here. And those two smaller ones didn't exist, and there was absolutely, it was just basically a little trunk, that was all. And probably in the past 2 weeks, that's what it's done. You come back in about another 4 months, and they'll be way up there, and there'll be big massive bush. Well, not a bush, but a clump of banana trees. You'll see. Because as I do videos throughout the summer here, you'll see it grow. Pretty amazing. That's a wrap. Another one in the bag, as they say. Anyway, would like to thank you for coming by and spend some time with us here in the farm. We do have a new arrival this past week. That is Lauren, I think she was called, or something. Little calf. So let me go ahead and bring you over there. Baby, brand new little girl here. They like to suck. Yeah, good little girl, huh? Yeah. Cute little thing. There she is. She is... How old are you? You're 2 days old, I think, or 3 days old. That's it. And there's Mama, Lily. Okay. So that's it. Again, thank you for spending some time with us. And as always, we'll be seeing you down at the farm.